swaps over finally. I accidentally got distracted while setting up having a Discord conversation. And then I was like, oh, it's time. I should swap over. Loads into save. It's wild how much further this save is than my other one, given that I'm like 4 levels lower on this and I've been playing for half the time and I've gotten further. Anyway, I mentioned this in like my live notification and my like. Okay, full babbles, nice. Um, double checks volumes. Um, yeah, I mentioned in my like usual like, hey, I'm going live posts and all that. Today is gonna be I'm gonna do a bit of grinding because I like haven't paid attention to any of my gear for a very long time, and I don't know if I need an upgrade, but I would like an upgrade. Um, I have the Elite Knight armor quite high, but I do want to get the rest of the armors up and grind some various Titanites. I think the Crest Shield needs twinkling, the Katarina helm definitely does. And now that we've beaten Seath, we have a place where we can farm Twinkling Titanite even. Also want to see if I can farm some Humanity to try and get further in Chaos Servants. Yeah, the Elite Knight armor is so good. I usually try not to upgrade the previous armor set I have too much because I know that I'm always just going to upgrade to Elite Knight. It just looks nice and it's got decent stats. I should look into like upgrading other things too, probably, but anyway, so Titanite farming and Humanity farming is my plan. And then if I get a decent amount of that done, I'm gonna swap to heading towards Dark Route, but not any of the like big plot relevant stuff. Probably just towards where Moonlight Butterfly is, which is a optional boss. I mean, a very helpful boss. Anyway, so we need... Well, Titanite shards is easy, actually. Large Titanite is probably the Baronite Knight. Again. Or maybe the Slime Corridor. Where do we want to go? Wait, first thing I want to say is, do I have... No, I don't think I ever did grab it. First thing I'm gonna do, and I don't know if I'm gonna use it, but I think I might need more stats to use it, but I'm gonna try and get it anyway. There's a different kind of spear in the graveyard, and I'm gonna see if I can make a mad dash to grab it, and then like maybe Homeward Bone out. Maybe just like, I mean, I'm not early game, so I could probably fight some of the skeletons. They won't die. Let me test. You're not gonna give me that? You already coming back? Okay, I guess whatever that is I can't get. That's fine. Anyway, I don't remember where it is. There it is. Oops, no, that's the wrong place today. This might just be me dying. I mean, that's a way to get back. I'm gonna be real, that took longer for me to die than I expected. Anyway, I only had like 4,000 souls, that's fine. Anyway, I remember that there was a spear here and I wanted to get it so I could look at it. So let's compare this. It's obviously less good because it's not upgraded. But I do have the strength to use it. What are your attacks like? Because if I remember correctly, the winged spear is just the exact same as the normal spear, but with better stats and maybe better reach. And also it looks cooler. It's just cool looking. So, because the thing about the lightning spear is I've upgraded the lightning spear. The lightning spear is great because lightning doesn't scale based on stats, so I don't actually, like, if I was bumping up my strength and dexterity, I'd get tiny amounts of damage boost, but not a ton. It's not great for the exact same reason. So I might have the winged spear as a backup spear. Unsure. Either way, I have it now. Are you sleeping again? Sleepy. Anyway, let's head to... Where do I want to start? Let's start with the depths. Let's see if... You know what? Humanity farming is probably a good place to start because if I just have a bunch of humanity on me, then my item drop chance will be better. I think if you have 10 humanities active and the gold serpent ring on, I believe people did tests and it's about 3 times the chance of getting drops. I actually don't have that many humanity. So I'll just farm the rats normally first. I think with the ring it's about twice the chance. Anyway, so how are people doing while I'm killing these rats? Don't kick the rat. Ooh, snow. Send some snow my way. It hasn't snowed here yet. It's supposed to snow, apparently. Yeah, we'll farm these slimes while I'm at it. No reason not to. Oh yeah, I should probably see it. No, I have my hand is full. Yeah, I maxed out pyromancy. Yeah, we've apparently got a bit of rain coming up. And then I think the weather said rain and snow. Let me check actually. I've got my phone next to me. Let's see if I can walk to the bonfire while I'm loading this. There we go. I can play the game one-handed. But yeah, we've got a whole bunch of fog recently. And then from Sunday onwards, it's rain. But then, like, next Thursday and Friday, we have rain and snow. And then next Saturday, we have just snow. We're finally dipping down to, like, we've been getting down to, like, um, 3 Celsius and below. Not quite freezing just yet, but pretty close. And next week we're set to finally hit freezing. Which is a bit too cold for snow, I think. But we're getting around that point. These slimes always die somewhere. But yeah, I gotta work out if I've got any plans for this winter. I don't really celebrate any of the usual seasonal winter holidays. So I don't have many plans, like family plans or anything. Let me turn the game down a little bit. It's a bit loud for me. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. I think here it tends to stay cold, so I don't think it's a case of like, oh, we have a cold front and then like that passes. We tend to just be cold for a long time. Like, I usually just like Google the weather because they have like little diagrams of the temperature and I can swap to Fahrenheit to explain the temperatures to my American friends. And they have a nice little like line chart of the temperature, and recently it's just been a straight line all day every day. Like, it's cold in the day and it's cold at night. I might need to change the settings on the boiler actually. The previous place I lived had like the worst boiler setup ever, and I just never wanted to mess with it. But when I moved, the boiler here is really nice and has a really handy. Because like the boiler I had in the previous place, you could only set like one time for it to come on. You could be like, turn the boiler on at this time and turn it off at this time, and that's all you got. The place I'm in currently has a little dial, and for every single quarter of an hour, you can say whether the boiler should or should not be on at that time. So I can just set up like, hey, turn on in the evening to like warm the house through. Late turn on in the morning so that it's not horrible to get out of bed. I might need to add some more of those because I don't want it to be on all day because that's just too much temperature. And also expensive. But it's very cold lately. I've been, for the past month, wrapped in 2 blankets instead of 1. Which I think the only plan I have for this winter, because I don't really participate in any of the holidays, I'm not going to like go visit family or anything. But post-Christmas clearance sales I'm very excited for because I want to buy more blankets. These rats are just not giving me any humanity today. Theoretically, it's like a 5% chance to drop, which I think 5%. Anyway, let me check. Yeah, 5% chance. I sent myself up a text document before I started stream of like, here are all of the places you can farm these various things that you might be wanting to farm this stream. So that I don't have to sit and Google things mid-stream. Yeah, my plans this year are buy a whole bunch of blankets in clearance sales. Because, like, it's just blankets for wrapping around me, so I don't care if they have, like, Christmas patterns or whatever on. Those are usually the ones you can get for dead cheap. I already killed the rats. I need to go sit at the bonfire. I might also have to see if I can get any, like, warm coats or anything. I'm very low on coats lately. I've not been clothes shopping in a few years, and it's hitting the point where all of my clothes have started to die, and I need to go out and actually do a clothes shop and get more jeans and get more jackets and stuff, and I don't wanna. Oh, that's a humanity. Took you long enough. Oh, poison. Feisty rat. Yeah. Admittedly, this is a habit that's been going on since well before the pandemic for me. Um, because for the entire year before the pandemic, I was basically confined indoors anyway for health reasons. So, like, I just spent an entire year indoors, like, barely going outside. And I was like, okay, I'm finally feeling a little better. Time to go outside. Um, in what would this have been? January of 2021. Was very well timed. And then I stayed indoors for another 2 years. Well, I guess it hasn't. It's been like a year and a half. Um, and then before that, I just wasn't buying many clothes in general. So the sets of clothes I have, like, I have obviously like some clothes that I've bought in the last couple of years. But most of my wardrobe I bought like 5 years ago now. Like, I think my jeans are at least 7 years old. It's honestly a miracle they still fit me. Though I think they've just like stretched with me. Bootcut jeans back in fashion yet because they should be. It's such a pain to find them. Like, it's been so long since I've last bought jeans that I think skinny jeans went in fashion and then went out of fashion. Because I remember at one point being like, oh, I should go buy some more jeans. I like only have the two pairs. It would be useful to have more. And it just being all skinny jeans, and I really don't like the way skinny jeans feel, so it's like, okay, maybe I won't buy them. Ah, hello, cat. Welcome to the adventure if I wander these two corridors repeatedly. You know what I'm gonna do actually? I'm gonna use the humanity I have so that the drop chance is better. And then when I'm done with farming things, I can give these humanity to Quillard's sister. There we go. We are unfortunately not fighting the big rat, because the big rat is already dead, but we're going to fight all of these little rats. And also a bunch of slimes. This area right here is actually where the big rat would be. Let me see if I can find... Wow, this is the tiniest image I've ever seen. Oh, there's a significantly larger version of it. Save that image. Put this image here. So this is the size of the big rat. They were very big. Big ol' boy. Unlike the little rats, the big rat does not respawn. There are also like, well, there are the small rats that I've been fighting. There are large rats that are further in, and I believe the wiki refers to the giant rat as a rat of nightmarish size, which is the best way to describe a rat. Oh, I don't want green. Let me see if I can upgrade it. Okay, now you're on chunks. We need shards for you. I think 6 more large shards. So then that's 11 shards, I think. Unfortunately, we don't have a better location for getting humanities yet. All of the ones that there are much, well, not maybe not much later game, but more late game. But I do need to restock if I'm going to summon Threat in the future. Oh, hi Zach. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, at the very beginning of the stream, I was like thinking about how my other save file I have spent twice the time on, but not gotten quite as far as this save file. I think most of that time was probably spent in this corridor farming slimes. Ooh, question. If I could make my own version of any show or movie, First, I need to think if I know any shows or movies that I would want to remake. Um, I don't tend to watch movies and shows super often, and all of the ones that come to mind are ones that I quite like how they were handled. Um, Movie adaptation of a game, I have lots of thoughts. By which I mean I would specifically make a Benny and the Ink Machine show. But because I'm making it, it would be like good. I don't want there to be a Bendy and the Ink Machine show, but I would like one to exist that I created. I don't trust them to handle it. Also, I would make it gay, which is clearly the most important part. Rats. Rats, give me more humanity challenge. Anyway, if I was character, I don't know if I would want to be a character in a film. From an acting perspective, I'm not super fond of performing in general. Ironic, I guess, seeing as I'm streaming this, but oh, I should use this last humanity I just got. No, my item drop rate is capped. Should be anyway. Yeah, 410. 410 is highest item discovery. There is a capped item discovery rate, and it is 410. Which is approximately, I think they worked it out to be somewhere between like 3.08 to 3.2 multiplier on the item drops. So basically like 3 times as many items. That's 100 base drop plus I believe the ring adds 200 and then you get 110 from humanity. Or maybe you start with 110 and gain 100. I'm not sure. 410 is the max though. You get about 100 from either the ring or, yeah, I was about to say that I don't think I showed that item off yet. I should do that. Or did I? Did I put it on stream? I don't remember. But yeah, the covetous serpent ring, and I forget if they stack, but I know that if you have the 10 humanity, they don't stack. But yeah, because now if I go here, you'll see item discovery is still 410. Either the serpent ring and the chest hat don't stack, or just there's a hard cap at 410. Which is a shame, really, because, like, given that when you wear the mimic hat, your health slowly drains. And I don't think there's really a downside to having the covetous serpent ring, the gold one. Other than, I guess, the fact that ring slots are so limited, and if you have the Ring of Favor and Protection on, then you basically only have one ring slot. Anyway, I hope everyone's enjoying this really thrilling gameplay. Today is just chill grind time. There we go, we're getting more humanity drops. The rats are cooperating. Oh, hi, Shaz. Yeah, the rats are glowing really good. They've put a lot of work into their skincare routine. Shout out to the person who keeps showing up at the bonfire wearing the gargoyle hat, and I hope they're not like AFK at this bonfire, because you can get invaded at this bonfire if they're human. I'm spending quality time with the rats, gently patting them with my spear. Oh, did I kill this one? Huh, I didn't think I caught it. They're just a little bit of a zombies. They're doing fine. Down the slime corridor. Oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to upgrade, if possible. I need to see how many souls it takes for me to level up so that I can get more attunement slots. Because I want to carry more pyromancies, especially since I have the plus 15 pyromancy flame. I feel like I should maybe have more. Yeah, big mood, Shaz. Like, the problem I have is that any movie or show that I like enough to have come to mind, just without thinking too hard, is like a a show that I like, so I don't want to change anything about it. Or like a movie that I'm really fond of. I think the other thing I have is I feel like, and this is probably gonna come up like oh, I'm so much better than people, and I promise I don't mean it in this way. I think it's more that I have really low standards, but I just don't tend to have many complaints about shows and movies. Like if there's something that annoys me, I'll be like, that's kind of, I would have done it different. But I'll still enjoy it and just like watch it, and I'll just like skip the part I don't like. I don't tend to focus enough on the things I dislike to like memorize things that I wish had changed. Like, this is not the case for games. Games I think too hard about because I'm like I don't do game dev, because I don't have the energy, but I would do game dev if I had the energy, and I do know a lot of coding knowledge. So if I think too much about video games, I tend to see them as like problem solving exercises, and I think too much about how I would improve them. Um, yeah, that's also true, Thran. Oh, now I'm just thinking about the Dara Brian skit he did on how video games are the only form of media that can stop you from experiencing them if you're bad at them. Like if you're not super paying attention to a book, you can still finish the book if you're not like observing and making theories and like judging the writing of a TV show. You can still just zone out and experience it anyway, but like if you're not good at a game, it is often very hard to continue the game to completion. And this isn't true for every game, obviously. And I do like that a lot more games are being more accessible. I'm so glad every single time a game has a story mode where it's just very easy to get through. Where, like, the difficulty of the game isn't necessarily the point. Or also, like, Chicory is a good example of this because Chicory doesn't um there's no game overs. The only thing that taking damage does is like set you back a single checkpoint in a fight, and you can turn that off completely. um so and I think Chicory can also just outright turn the bosses off, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, games that let you super customize are really good. I love accessibility features in games. I love subtitles in games. I love um, just everything in a game to make it accessible. I love being able to pause cutscenes. I love being able to like change all of the sound. I love it when games have like narrator options for menus and let you change the colors and let you change all of the keybinds and let you change the timing required to pull off tricks. Oh hey, we've been killing slimes and rats for so long that I can level up now. You actually need 2 levels in attunement to gain an attunement slot, so I need another level anyway. I probably have enough soul items to do it, but I like hoarding them. I should probably use a bunch of the, like, low-level ones that aren't doing anything. You know, I think one of the other things that I like to think too much about with games is that games have so many different ways of telling stories. Yeah, I think the rats should focus on the humanity and not the level, on account of I'm here for humanity and it would be really nice if they give me it. um, but yeah, one of the things I love about games is how varied the storytelling can be. And I mean, the fact that I'm playing Dark Souls is a good example of this because all of the storytelling in Dark Souls is skippable. Like, there's some cutscenes, but you can skip cutscenes. Um, what the rats know of humanity is they ate some people, and that's why they have humanity, I believe. This doesn't explain why skeleton babies have humanity. I haven't met the skeleton babies yet, but skeleton babies are one of the other popular humanity farming sources. They looted the humanity with their mouth and their big old chompy teeth. Yeah, Dark Souls is a great example because so much of the storytelling is in the world building and the item descriptions and like going out of your way to find NPCs and like really slowly piecing together all of these tiny disparate pieces of lore. And even then people can't agree on a single like correct interpretation, quote unquote, of the Dark Souls storyline. And it's also affected by which of them you've played. Because a lot of them will have either conflicting lore or like other lore. Yes, Shaz, I think it's actually part of why I enjoy Ben Unique Machine so much. Is because I'm used to doing this, because Soulsborne games are really good at it. Breath of the Wild is also a pretty good example of this. Like, it does outright have story, and it has a lot more directly given to you than, like, Dark Souls does. But you can miss a lot of it, and there's a lot of world building and story elements that you get just from, like, exploring and talking to random NPCs. Yeah, so all of the information about Solaire is like, no one has any idea what's going on with Solaire. There are some very popular theories, but it sure doesn't make them canon. Though I am particularly fond of Firstborn of Gwyn, Solaire. No, I already killed the rats. I'm good at this. How much humanity are we up to? You know what, actually, let me put the humanity on my hotbar because then I can see them. Oh, 6. How many do I need for the next stage? I didn't write this one down. So this one I have to search. 30 humanity for the next stage. I think that's total. Yes, total. So 4 more humanity and we have enough to progress to the next stage of Chaos Servants. Which is also, I think, the last one that you get benefits for. To get the first stage, you give 10 humanity, which we did last time we went. 30 for stage 2. Stage 3, you unlock at 80 humanity total given. And I don't know if I'll do the grinding for that on camera, but that might be a thing I do just for the dialogue. I think dialogue is the only thing you get for doing that. But I like the I like the dialogue, so I'm gonna do it. Not today though, I'm not grinding like 70 humanity off of these rats. That sounds like an unfun thing to do on the 1st of December. But I think if I can get, I'm gonna say 15 humanity items. Then that's good, because then there'll be 20 to give to Quilog's sister, and then 5 for summoning Thran. I'll probably need more than that, but maybe I can just buy some. Man, we've been in this corridor for 45 minutes somehow. Time is fake today. This is completely... No, that's a lie. It's not completely unrelated, but it's less related. Because it's not a thing that I would want to change about Dark Souls. But I have a kind of Dark Souls 1 AU slash fanfiction in my head. Which is basically just if Dark Souls had a pacifist route. Because it's a lot of fun to think up increasingly convoluted ways to beat bosses without killing them. And while I'm farming humanity, I believe the way that I came up with for beating Quillard's fight without attacking is that you would have to, like, slowly drop humanities around the room, like, one at a time, drop a certain number of humanity onto the ground as gifts to her. To show that you're, like, willing to help and you're not there to fight. And I'm still pleased with that one because it's actually, like, I think would be challenging because you would have to be menuing mid-fight. And you could summon someone to distract during the fight, but then you'd have to make sure the person wasn't killing the boss. Like, Man-Eater Mildred, probably not a good choice for that. Yeah, Thread. Because, like, I believe it, I don't think it's, like, outright stated, but the way I kind of always interpret it is that the reason why she's there near the bell is because killing off all of the undead who keep going towards the bell is a good source of humanity. And I know there are a lot of, I think there's a few NPCs as well that do work for the Chaos Servants and collect humanity. At least one, I think. If I'm remembering correctly. Though I don't think we ran into him. He's actually here in the depths. Only as, like, an invader, but... I think I'm not mixing up that lore anyway. I think Knight of Thorns is the one who's looking for humanity. This game, somewhat similar to Bendy the Ink Machine, has a lot of NPCs that show up, like, once and have very little lore. And it's like, okay, now I have to work out where this guy fits in. Why is Kirk driving the bus? Wait, no, I should have gone with Paladin Leroy for that. That would have been even funnier. Paladin Leroy is the best Dark Souls character. I don't make the rules. Like, I'm 90% sure he just exists as a Leroy Jenkins joke. This might not be the case, but it very much feels like it. We also haven't run into Paladin Leroy. We haven't gone to that area yet, but... Oh, I thought I stabbed you. No humanity this round. Yeah, he showed us just running, and he also, like, I think is very easy to get him to just fall off the edge of the world. If I'm thinking of the right invader. Oh, I should have a drink break. I haven't remembered to sit. Let me sit. There we go. Drink time for everyone. Oh, Thren, that's so good. I never got to the point of working anything out for Gwen. Just because I never got that far in the game. I'm trying to remember what I worked out for Ornstein and Smo, because I remember putting a lot of thought into that one. But I don't remember what the thought led to. I just remember that I did it. There we go, we're up to 10 solid humanity. Yeah, summoning NPCs is a really good way of incorporating pacifist stuff. Speaking of which, a lot of the pacifist stuff also worked around not only sparing the bosses, but finding ways to progress the NPCs' storylines without them dying or going hollow. So, like, for example, the reason Laurentius ends up going hollow is because he goes down to Blight Town to seek out the Chaos Pyromancies. And the solution is just to go with him. Did I kill the rats yet? Let me check. I've got to come up with a, like, order for doing this end that I stick to, because I keep forgetting. No humanity. Yeah, I'll have to see if I've written it down anywhere, because there's a very solid chance that it's in my pile of 5,000 text documents that I have to sort through. Because I'm like 3 computers behind on sorting through my organize this stuff folder at this point. I've been meaning to get around to it. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe that can be what I do for the holiday season. Instead of celebrating or like getting together with family, it's just like, this is the season where I clear out my computer. Like, I probably don't need all of this junk that I saved in 2016. Man, getting so many pickle shards. I'm trying to remember what they're used for. Are they used for divine or magic? Maybe it's both. If it's divine, those might be handy, actually. Once I start heading Catacomb way. Oh, I should stop shrimping as well. What's my posture check? Is it shrimp? Yes, it is. I gotta be careful because it's so cold, my shoulder's been acting up lately. And it's been doing okay, but I don't want to make it worse by just having bad posture. Everyone, don't be me. Don't permanently cup your shoulder. We probably have enough large titanite to upgrade something. I'll kill some rats and then I'll go see. For more humanity. Gonna be honest, didn't expect the rats to be the part that took like an hour of the stream. There you are. I should probably have swapped to the other shield as well. Let me put you there. And we'll put the crust shield in the other one. Oh, hello. Welcome. I have a lot of commands. Most of them are useless, but silly. Did I do the slimes yet? Yes, I did. Yeah, the beans command is the most important command. But yeah, welcome. Make yourself comfy in chat. I am doing tedious grinding today, so maybe not the most interesting, but hopefully a nice background noise at least. No, slime card up first. Right now I'm grinding for a combination of titanite and humanity. I don't super need it, but I haven't done a bit of grinding in a while, so yeah. I'm here for the rats, and then the slimes is just extra bonus titanite shards while I'm here. Yeah. Most of the other good places for farming humanity I haven't reached yet. They're either like... I think the baby skeletons are down in the catacombs. How many are we on? 13. This is not my first playthrough. Technically it's my first playthrough up until this point, but I'm super not blind or anything like that. I've watched a lot of playthroughs before. Mostly, I've watched people play through the game multiple times. before streaming it, I had gotten to just after the Ornstein and Smo fight was the furthest I'd gotten. The main reason I'm streaming is because I want to finish it myself at some point. I have a bad habit of like picking up a game and playing half of the game to 3/4 of the game and then just not continuing. So most of the games I play on stream is like, I want to actually finish this game. Actually, I think that would be neat. There has to be a no context Dark Souls subreddit or something. Or like a Tumblr blog. Time for crap. Ooh, double humanity. I like rats. Well, that's the limit on how much humanity I was gonna grab. So... let's go say hi to Andre. Is, I think, the easiest blacksmith to get to. Well, they're very, very human, or they're at the very least humanitarians. Okay, off we go to... oh yeah, but anyway, this is the progress we've made. The warp screen is probably a good indicator of where I am in game. I've gotten through pretty much the standard route, going to the two bells, get through Sens, kill Ornstein and Smo, and then I did Duke's Archives most recently, and that's pretty much where I am. Parish. Also, I did Painted World. Rats become furry. Oh, that's a great concept for a Dark Souls player character. I forget if any of the games have like a rat helmet. I know that Dark Souls 2 has a rat covenant. The rat covenant is like, I don't remember if it's useful for anything, but oh,
Ember you have there.
I forgot about this.
I know what you're thinking, but I'm no good with those. It won't be easy, but I'm afraid you'll have to look for someone else.
What ember do I even have?
Oh yes, it is.
Oh wait, no, that's new dialogue.
Yes, and one other thing about the Darkroot Garden. It is said to house the grave of Sir Artorius, the Abyss Walker. Only, of those who ventured into the forest, none has returned.
Yeah, I'm not as familiar with Dark Souls 2. Never mind Dark Souls 3. But the Rat Covenant is one of the few things I know about. It's my favorite concept. And then there's just a boss that's a whole bunch of rats. More games should have a boss that's just a whole bunch of rats. I always assumed that the twin humanity was specifically like pregnant women as a thing, rather than just women. I guess that's never really touched on at all. That's the thing for that. I'm trying to remember if you can even farm twin humanities or if they're just item drops. Maybe the humanities in the DLC drop them, I'm not sure. Anyway, what am I here for? Alright, buying Titanite. There we go, we need 3 of those.
Oh yeah.
And I already did that.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Hmm. What's next plan? As little as I want it to be the case, I think next plan of action is probably killing the clams. We're going to Clam Town, folks. Gonna go make some chowder. How many souls to my next level? Maybe I can get that extra 2-minute slot while I'm thinking about it. Purging stones is also a good thing to be farming. I just want Twinkling Titanite. I don't need to upgrade my gear as much as I'm doing, but I just kind of want to, so I'm doing that today. I'm a little too tired today to be making progress anyway, so... Howdy, sir. I don't think I have a decent way of dealing with you. Don't move while I'm throwing fire at you. Very rude of you. Yeah, I should probably have more purging stones for future curse reasons. I used like most of my stock going against Seath. I was very bad at dodging the crystals. Turns out watching other people dodge crystals doesn't make me good at dodging crystals, it turns out. Ooh, nice. Oh, did I swap to this shield again? I don't think I've even seen that attack before. There we go, that's what I meant to do. I do have the gold serpent ring. I'm currently max item drop rate. That's why I have the humanity on me as well. And then once I'm done grinding, I'm just gonna hand it to Quailog's sister. I haven't decided which Solaire route I'm gonna go for yet. But I'm planning on doing the Chaos Servants regardless. Right now I'm at first stage. I've given 10 humanity. Wow. This fist sucks against these guys. Oh, whoops. Getting too greedy with hits there. Yeah, I have the 10 and then the ring, so I'm capped. It's a shame that oh, what's it called? The chest hat. It's a shame that that doesn't stack because it would be really funny to be grinding. Oh, right, I didn't sit at that bonfire. Yeah, that's the one. Thanks, Thran. Theoretically, I know the names of the items in this game. I know all the important items. The important items is Spear and Katarina Helm. Buddy, I don't want to aggro the other guy. Be less bad at pathfinding. Buddy, this is just sad. Hey, I was throwing that. Rude. The fact that these guys get in each other's way is really funny, actually. You guys want to attack so that I can heal? Where did the other guy go? Are you walking back? I don't remember if these guys have lore. I feel like they should. Best characters in the game. Oh! Thank you for stopping by! Even just a short amount of company is good. And thank you for the luck. Oh, whoops. I'm out of that. I gotta hurry up and get those atonement slots. Yeah, like, Big Oyster. So I don't think you can ever find out the names of the enemies via just like normal gameplay. I don't know if they're like fan-made names or if they're like game file names or whatever. But these guys are man-eater crabs. And I'm like, did Seath make these guys? Did he just like really want to eat crab, but the existing crabs weren't big enough? Why are they filled with skull? Why, why, why do clam have skull in it? Man-eater Mildred was raised by clams. Real official canon. That's why she runs around with like no clothes on. I keep thinking that there's a drop here, but there isn't. There's just a message. Any more clams? Is that all of you? Oh, I'm out of combustion. Maybe I should have paid attention to that before going over here to stab. Yeah, I'm not stabbing this clam to death. That's way too little damage for it to be worth it. This is why I need more attunement slot. So I can get some nice toasty fire to crack open a cold one with the boys. The cold one and the boys are both crabs. Ooh, yeah, these are pretty good for souls as well. There we go. Wait, one minute. Yeah, it is weapon. Shields count as weapon. Okay, we'll do one more run of the cook. the clams. That should give me enough twinkling to upgrade my shield. Then we'll go down to say hi to Quilog's sister. Because I want to go get... this guy's gonna get stuck again, isn't he? That sure is just like extremely repeatable, huh? Getting nice and stocked on purging stones is always a benefit. Oh dang it, I aggroed two of them. I love the big slow chomp. What a good animation. No, I don't want purging stones. I want twinkling. Give me the titanite. I know you have it. There we go. That's more like it. Rest in peace, all these people who died. I don't remember if I mentioned this when I was here, but all of these statues you see of people like turned to stone and crystal, every single one of these that spawns is a person online playing Dark Souls somewhere who died to curse. It's one of the like background multiplayer functions. Like, they're not just randomly spawned, they spawn specifically one in every time someone online dies of curse. Okay, we're gonna reinforce weapon. There we go. Now all of our gear is pretty good. After Daughters of Chaos. Gotta go say hi to Angie. I'm curious as well if I should do the thing that unlocks extra pyromancy. Like, I don't think I'll use the pyromancy it unlocks, and it'll be a bit of a pain to actually do. Oh, okay. We're gonna swap Serpent Ring to Old Witch's Ring.
Quaylag, what is it? Quaylag, please, sister, do not cry. I am happy, really. I have you, don't I?
I love being sad.
Goodbye, Quaylag. Do be safe.
I think the worst part about this dialogue is that you, like, I don't think can get to this place without beating Quaylark. You can get into Blight Town in awkward, convoluted ways, but there's no way to specifically get here without beating Quaylark. She's like a required boss. Anyway, let's drop 10 more of these.
Oh, my dear sister, don't mind me. It does not hurt terribly. Oh, thank you, Quayla. I'll be, but promise me that you will take care of yourself. Goodbye, Quayla. Do be safe. Quayla, what is it? I'll be, but
I thought she got more dialogue after this stage. It might be the 80 humanity that unlocks more dialogue.
You speak the tongue of the fair lady? Well, do not be rash with your pride. You have yet to earn my trust. If you try anything funny with the fair lady, there will be hell to pay. There is nothing to say to you, except if you lay a hand on the fair lady, you should be prepared to face my wrath.
Trying to remember where to buy extra copy. Oh, I think I know where I need to go actually. Also need to remember, is it here? Is this the shortcut? Or is the shortcut elsewhere? I never remember. Was it the other end? I don't remember where the shortcut is, but doing the Quaylark stuff, the Quaylark sister stuff, unlocks a shortcut someplace. Ooh! Loud fire engine all of a sudden. Is this the way I'm supposed to be going? I think I'm going... Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. Do I try to do something that'll be, like, time-consuming and kind of annoying? I'm gonna see if I can do it. Okay, we'll have to see if this worked. Stands here for 50 years. Gotta wait to see if there's an idle animation. Yeah, no, I might have to do it a couple times. Sorry, guy, I'm here to punch you again. You want to just do that a couple times to be sure? No, do the other one. Buddy, you have one job, and your one job is to do the maggot attack. There we go. I think that's the one I had to wait for. Let's see if that worked. Hydration check for everyone while we wait to see if I have an idle animation now. Zippy check. Also posture check. Like, you might have to do it multiple times, I'm not sure. This is one of those things that are like, it's pretty much impossible to know to do this without a guide. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I got this thing. Let's try it again. I think it's just like a chance. And you have to get grabbed for it to have a chance of working. My condolences if people hate looking at these guys, by the way. Okay. Well, there's a grab. Okay, we got it twice. Let's go stand over here and... Oh, yep, there we go. We have the animation. Now we have to wait 10 minutes. Well, 5 minutes, the wiki says. We have an itchy idle animation now. We also have to not wear a helmet, I believe. I'm sure that's fine. And I also don't know how body horror-y this is, actually. Hopefully, it's probably Dark Souls typical. But this is a thing you can do. And it unlocks some things. Pyromancy specifically. So, like... And I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna use these pyromancies. I just kind of want to have them. But while I'm here, I'm gonna go see if the other pyromancy NPC is here yet. Ah, Thread, have you not seen this before? Yeah, in a roundabout way, you get pyromancy from this. It's a really convoluted thing that pretty much is it's difficult to do this accidentally because you specifically need to not be wearing a helmet for it to have a chance at happening. It's not 100% chance that it will happen. The enemies that make it happen have like they're passive unless you attack them. Ugh, I forgot how impossible it is to see here. Let's see if I can find the... Oh, I should have the rusted iron ring on. they are. This is gonna be really awkward. Oh, wait, here it is. Yeah, that's pretty Dark Souls typical body horror. Anyway, we have an egg on our head now. It's fine. I think we can't actually, I think we can't actually wear a hat if we have this. Let me test that actually. Yep. Can't wear a helmet.
A mere undead, yet you can see me. Fascinating. I am Quelana of Izalith.
This is
I am often
unrelated.
revealed to walkers of flesh. You have a gift. Are you too one who seeks my pyromancy, like Salomon?
Quilana isn't related to the egg thing. I just wanted to see if she was here while I was here.
Yes, of course. It should be expected. Very well. You shall be my pupil, but to pursue my pyromancy, you must give something up. Are you prepared to do this?
But yeah, we're good like the other servants. We're carrying an egg now. Anyway, so Quilana is the other pyromancy vendor, especially now that we no longer have Laurentius around. I don't think she messed him up. I think he came down here and couldn't find the pyromancy stuff and went hollow because it was so miserable down here. Anyway, I'm getting another combustion. Ooh. Great combustion. Anyway, there's also a pyromancy that makes nearby undead like you and fight for you. But yeah, I think you can actually find Quilana before continuing Laurentius' storyline or without progressing his storyline. And I think specifically Laurentius will question you about your pyromancy if you either have a chaos pyromancy from the Daughters of Chaos Covenant or one of Quelana's primal pyromancies will also catch his eye. Both of them still require him to come down here.
Long ago, I accepted another pupil like yourself. Over 200 years ago, there was a man almost as bungling as you. In your world, he was called Salaman, the master pyromancer. The little rascal really made something of himself. Pyromancy is the art of invoking and manipulating fire. But remember one thing. Always fear the flame, lest you be devoured by it and lose yourself. I would hate to see that happen again. Pyromancy is the
Yeah,
art.
I would hate to see that happen again too.
Now go. Whatever you do, do not crack and go hollow, lest my time spent on you be wasted.
Okay, let's head back to Daughters of Chaos and see if Angie likes us anymore. than he did previously. The run looks really stupid with this egg hat on. I don't want to use my purple moss, so I'm just going to sit at the bonfire instead.
Well, now, you're just like me. Your dedication is fully apparent. Only, well, your head looks awful. Why not try this? I've no use for it any longer. Oh, hello. What is it that you need?
He likes us now.
Worse than undead. We are diseased and unwanted, like the grime of the great swamp. But my dear fair lady, she cried for me and swallowed the great blight pus, despite Mistress Quellag's orders to the contrary. Worse than unlike the but my and
Anyway, so there's the lore for what happened to Quillag's sister. She, like, absorbed some of the corruption from the undead who are down here in Blighttown. And that's not great for your health. Anyway, now this is how you get poison mist and toxic mist. Poison is a weird perversion of fire. Anyway, in case you were curious, what egg vermifuges are for. Anyway, I like that it says that they're allowed to be used in special cases, and the special case in this case is just it's on your head, and that's kind of gross. Anyway, we're better now. Mechanics of the egg on your head. It will consume half of all of the souls that you obtain, so you only get half the amount of souls. And once it's absorbed 100,000 souls, then it will evolve to be a bigger egg. And then when you do a kick, instead of a kick, it will replace the kick with a special, like, gross egg maggot grab that is, like, slightly better, but slightly slower and worse. It's basically not worth it in any way. Primary reason people will do it is if they want poison pyromancies, I guess. Very difficult to know about that unless you know about it. Anyway, is this the direction? Okay. I don't remember how to do the shortcut thing. Yeah, this is an educational stream. Anyway, we have Or maybe I need to warp out and then warp back. Let's try that. And then I'll work out what I'm going to do for the rest of the stream, because we only have 20 minutes left, so there's no point in me, like, progressing, I don't think. I think the shortcut might be further into Lost Islet, maybe. Which, theoretically, we can actually head further down this way. Now that we've unlocked it. I've never actually done this, so anyone who knows Dark Souls has to deal with me not actually knowing where this is. Let's just peek around here while we're here. Previously, we weren't able to get very far in Lost Islet because the way forward was blocked. Yeah, like you can go across there, and then there was stuff blocking places. I also believe that this big ol' round dealie is potentially the catacombs. Oh, this guy's coming over to say hello. Sorry, sir, I'm not interested. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of soup. It's real gloopy looking. You still walking over here? Well, maybe I have time to do this anyway. It's hard to zoom in close enough to get a proper look at them. But those are Veritaurus demons! Like the boss we fought at the very beginning of the game. Anyway, I'm not going through this fog gate because this fog gate, I believe, is a boss fight. Here. I think that boss fight might actually be mandatory for progression. I don't remember. Anyway, we're not doing any of this today. This is going to be in a little bit. We're not going to do this for a while. Yeah, I believe something over here is blocked up to stop progression. Wow, you're still following, buddy? They're nothing if not persistent. These guys over here are chill though. Anyway, let's get out of here. Where do we want to go? Is there anything else on my list of things to check out? Does not look like it. Let's just go back to filing. We've only got 10 minutes left, so I might just call the stream early actually, since I'm not going to get any progression done in 10 minutes. Or I guess I could head towards the direction I'm planning to go for next stream. What is this? Oh, you know what actually? What was the ember that we got? Crystal ember. Trying to remember who would use the crystal one. I'm wondering if it might be the guy down there. We don't talk to him very often. He might have more to say as well, so let's go say hi to him. I'm glad I could show off the egg thing for you. It's a pretty niche thing. And I ended up seeing it in a playthrough I watched, so it's a fun thing it's a fun quote-unquote knowledge to share with people. New London Ruins is a place we'll need to go to eventually as well. Not looking forward to that.
Hey, hang on. Is that an ember? Oh, I'm sorry. We at Vinheim don't deal in shoddy embers like that. Perhaps you should try an old smith out in the country.
Amazing.
What is it? There's nothing to talk. We're both... Come back soon. Smithing helps soothe my nerves. Don't let me wither away out of idleness.
Okay, you can like repair my gear or whatever. I haven't done that in a while.
Goodbye then. Keep your head on out there. You really help break the monotony.
We're doing pretty good at keeping our head now. I'm trying to think what blacksmith would take this one. Like, off top of head, the only other blacksmith I think we have unlocked is the giant blacksmith. And I don't think that would be the giant blacksmith, see. But then the other blacksmith I know of, doesn't seem like it would be the case either. Let me go see. Oh, it is the giant blacksmith. Let's go say hi to the giant blacksmith then. Gonna see if I can remember a decent way to get to him without dying. And by the time I've done that, it'll probably be time, so this works out. Also, the giant blacksmith is real good. So...
that you have agreed to link the fire. I thank you sincerely. Finally, the curse of the undead will be lifted, and I can die human. I am powerless, but I will do all that I can. Please, save us all. Please. Forgive me. I am impure. My
I think
please,
we've already
leave
seen
my
this dialogue. I didn't expect her to have more dialogue. Now I'm having emotions. Ooh, big fire. What's the easiest way to get to the giant blacksmith? Probably Chamber of Princess. I'm trying to remember what the Firelink Firekeeper's name is. Is it Anastasia, or is that a different character? Yeah, Anastasia of Astora. He's very good. Oh, we finally made the elevator. Wow, that was close. Finally made the elevator on time. Oh gee, you're coming up the stairs? Ugh, two of you. I'm glad I noticed that. Buddy, you wanna let me backstab you or what? There we go. Okay, I forgot that I was on binoculars and not Estes Plus. Ting, 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 ting.
What's that? Shiny, shiny. Give me that. I make weapons Get shiny from Duke. Forge weapons. Make shiny more happy. But you, friend, you talk. I no talk. But happy.
I love the giant blacksmith. Anyway, now we can make, oh yeah, I forgot that the giant blacksmith is also the one who does, the boss souls. So you can use the boss souls to get a large amount of souls, or you can give them to the giant blacksmith along with a specific kind of weapon, and you will get a specific. Well, maybe it's not specifically the giant blacksmith. It might depend. I don't know. Or it might just only be showing me the ones that I have weapons that will work for. But either way, you can use the boss souls to get boss weapons. And usually there's like 2 different weapons you can get with a soul, so you can't get every boss weapon or like shield. Some of them are shields and stuff too. In one playthrough. But it is a thing you can do. Anyway, now we can make crystal things as well as lightning, which I'm not going to do because the gimmick with crystal is that, like, you can't... They're very powerful, but I don't think you can repair them, and they have lower durability. And I just don't like making things that will break. Anyway, I'll head back, and then I'll be done, and we're pretty close on time. That worked out quite well. Oh, that's probably too much of a... Oh wait, no, that's actually not as bad of a drop as I thought it would be. Yeah, Threb. He's happy just to work in quiet with nice company. Okay, back to Firelink we go. I'll do my outro over there. I'm not sure what specifically triggers this actually, but you will note that this fire is a lot bigger than it was previously. That's because it will now give me 20 Estus flasks rather than... Base bonfires give you 5, you can kindle them up to 10. You can eventually get an item that will let you kindle them further, but this one goes to 20. I think it might be because I restored Anastasia. Or it might be related to putting a soul in the big bathtub. I'm not sure. Something did it though. The fire is really big now. Anyway, I'm glad that people enjoyed this stream. I wasn't sure how it was going to go since it was primarily grinding, and we did spend like an hour straight killing rats. So I'm glad it was entertaining and nice and chill. A good way to break in December. The fire's taller than me. Fire good. Anyway, links to things. VOD's channel. I think I never published the previous VOD. I've been a little like distracted lately just because I've been ill and stuff. I might have published it? I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm going to check that once I finish stream and start downloading and uploading this VOD. So should be up to date soon. Shaz and Boo channel plug for good Pokemons. Do you want to see Pokemon content? They have so much Pokemon going on right... Excuse me. They have so much Pokemon going on right now. Streams should continue as normal. Now I think we should have Pokemon again on Sunday. I'm looking forward to Pokemon because I haven't played in a while. I was going to do a bonus stream yesterday, but I was both very tired and realised that I don't actually think I need to do much grinding, and I didn't want to progress the plot on an off day. But yeah, it should be more Pokemon Sunday. More Dark Souls next week, and Dark Souls next stream we're going to be, I believe, heading to Darkroot is where I've decided. And then after that, who knows? It is a mystery. Maybe the Catacombs. We need to get that done at some point. I'm not looking forward to it. Anyway, I'm gonna disappear now, otherwise I'll talk for another 20 years. But thank you all for coming. Have a nice night. Goodbye.